Lao Tzu famously said, "Knowing others is wisdom, knowing yourself is enlightenment. Mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power." Illusory correlation is when you see a connection between random incidents, events, actions, ideas. This happens because certain coincidences become overemphasized in the mind. While random incidents are easily dismissed as irrelevant because they have no implications. The brain is a pattern recognition machine. This was how great myths like how the full moon drives people insane were invented and popularized. Solomon's paradox. You're better at giving advice to other people's problems than solving your own issues. Detachment improves quality. So, when in doubt, ask yourself what you would say to a friend if they come to you with the same problem. Subjective validation. Your tendency to believe a statement is true because it feels personal and significant to you, even though it's vague. False consensus effect. You assume other people think like you and form judgments and predictions about their character through your own conditioning. You're not what others think of you. You're not even what you think of yourself. You're what you think others think of you. Selective perception. Your brain filters out redundant information, consciously or unconsciously, and endlessly seek evidences that justify its prejudices. Which is why you start to notice something repeatedly when you newly learn about it. Your expectations influence your perception, and your prejudices cloud your judgment. What you believe someone is exactly how you'll continue to see them. Semmelweis reflex. Your tendency to reject new facts or empirical evidence when it contradicts established norms, beliefs, or theories. You erroneously equate being wrong to being stupid, so you'll rather stick to the familiar. Naive cynicism. You automatically assume other people's opinions are biased and uninformed without considering the fact that yours are too. Being blind to the biases in your own thinking is the most subtle and self-sabotaging bias. Selfing bias. A common habit of taking credit for the positive outcomes in your life but blaming external factors for your failures. The unwillingness to take responsibility for your downfalls is a sign of weakness. Restraint bias. You tend to overestimate your ability to resist temptation. The easiest way to break free from addiction is to remove the triggers from your immediate environment. Out of sight, out of mind. Truth illusion effect. Repetition is a form of hypnosis. When you're exposed to a certain information over and over, you'll start to believe it's true, even if it isn't. Reactance. This is when you deliberately adopt a contradictory belief to what you are pressured to accept. It's usually an act of rebellion against established order. Probability neglect. You disregard odds of an event actually happening when making a decision under uncertainty. But a logical assessment of risk and probability is necessary to making optimal decisions. Framing effect. Your decisions are largely influenced by how information is presented. If a situation is positively framed, you won't bother taking the risk, but if it is negatively framed, you won't take the risk to avoid it. Bandwagon effect. The human tendency to adopt the beliefs and lifestyle of the people around them. The need for social acceptance is deeply ingrained in every human, and any attempt to break free is usually met with contempt, and even ostracization, by members of the society. Sunk cost fallacy. Your tendency to stick with someone or something because of how much time, effort, and money you've invested. But the refusal to cut losses only prolongs the suffering.